All right, greetings all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Noonie. Allow me to welcome you to something that I don't normally do. I don't think I've never ever done this on the channel before. What you see in front of me right now is a board game called Dune Imperium. It is based off of the movie Dune. Let me bring the cover up for you. Oops. This is it right here. Really wonky trying to look at the screen and do it at the same time. But yeah, this board game is called Dune Imperium. Like I said, it is based on the movie Dune. If you have not watched that movie, I highly recommend you watch the movie Dune. It is actually a really good movie. What we're going to be doing is right now, obviously playing through the game. I'm not going to necessarily go through the rules, step by step. In fact, actually, I'll link a video in my description, my YouTube channel, in the description of this video that shows exactly how to go about playing this game. It breaks it down really easily. I think it's only about 30 minutes long. Yeah, that's how I actually learned how to play the game. I watched that video. In fact, the only reason I came across this board game in the first place is I was looking up like single player board games that I could play. And this was like right at the top of the list on the one link that I clicked on. So I looked it up. I looked at the rules, how it plays on YouTube. I kind of enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the movie. So I was surprised to find something like this. And I then watched a couple of other videos of people playing the game, particularly in solo mode, to see how it works, and it looked pretty simple. So I played this game already a few times, so I'm somewhat good at it, at least on the easiest difficulty. So what I'm going to do now is pick up our little hero cards here, if you will, or house cards. These are all people that are actually not all of them, but some of them. What was that? Ignore that. Some of them are in the movie, like this guy right here. His name is Duke Leto Atreides. He was the guy that was in the movie. I don't think this guy was. This guy was, actually. He was definitely in the movie. So, I'm just gonna go through here and like try to randomly pick a hero or a card, basically a character to play as, a house to play as. Originally I was gonna go like this and like shuffle, but I know who this particular guy is. So I'm not going to use him. I already used him, but for, first time players or first time people seeing this video or seeing the game, I should say, I'm not going to use him. Instead, I'm going to shuffle in front of you. I don't know who is who, and we're going to randomly draw a person to play as, a house to play as. And so one more shuffle, and then whoever is on top is who I'm going to pick. So here they are. It is Countess Ariana Thorvald. It's her right there. As you can see, she's a spice addict. Whenever you harvest a spice, you gain one less. Oh, you can harvest spice. You gain one spice less, and then I can draw a card in place of that. And her hidden little ability, if you will, she just gets a water. She's pretty simple to play. Obviously, spice is this stuff right here. If you land on one of these spaces, you get a spice. So now we're gonna pick our two opponents. However, when it comes to solo mode, there are two characters you cannot play against that cannot be AI, I guess, because of their ability. This is one of them. This is Paul Atreides. He was in the movie, this guy, and the character on this card is based off of his likeness of the actor. So I'll toss him aside. And the other one, I guess this was kind of unfair because she wasn't included in the shuffle of who I would potentially be, but whatever, is Helena Riches, because her ability right here is to remove and replace a card in the Imperium row. The Imperium row is this right here, these cards right here. This is how you build your deck with these cards. However, when you play against AI, they do not have a deck. They play a little bit differently. So I'm actually going to discard her. And so now we are now left with our 4 potential opponents. And same as before, I'm going to shuffle. I don't want to do any cuts, just that people think that I may have selected my opponents unfairly. So whoever the top two will be, that's who I guess we're going to. Actually, I'll pick the top one. I'll shuffle again, and then I'll pick another one. So I guess this person, it's going to be Earl Minon Thorvald is who I'm going to play against. With AI characters, we don't pay attention to this because they don't do it at all. We don't use this capability at all. We only pay attention to this when they are told that they can use their signet ability. That's what this little icon is. So I'll put him down. And then the next person that we are going to be playing against is... No idea. Glosso the Beast Rabbit. And his ability is he can recruit a troop. That's what that cube icon is right here. Or he can recruit two if he has at least one faction alliance. A faction alliance is this right here. If you can see each one of these houses, this is like the Emperor. This is the Spacing Guild. This is the Bene Gesserits, and these are the Freemen. And if he has his little cube here, all the way up to one of these three squares in any of them, anytime that ability comes up that he can use it, he can draw two troops and put it into his garrison. But if he doesn't have any alliances with anybody, he can only put one troop in his garrison. So that being said, we have our opponents. We have who I'm going to be playing as. So let me toss these aside. Just for reference, he's going to be color blue. He's going to be color green. And here we go. He is going to be color blue. He is going to be color green. And I'm going to be, I guess you can say a tan color. Whatever you want to call that. Whatever you want to call this color. And there goes my agent. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, I have their two agents on their play card and my two as well. Their troops are off to the side over here. They're off camera. You can't see them. My troops as well. As well as our little flags. In case we win a battle for one of these locations, that's when we would put our little thing down here. Assuming you've watched the video on how the rules play, you should already know what that means. Also up here, we have the little cards these are not the Imperial. This is the Imperial row over here. And that's the deck for the Imperial row. Every time I draw a card, I have to replace it. And these right here are also, they're like sort of like Imperium row cards, but they are kind of separate, if you will. You can tell the difference because these are light colored at the top, and these are all dark colored at the top. But I can pick from either one. What I think we're going to do, or what probably is best, is to, well, first, here's my deck. All starts with the starting 10. Every time you start a game, these are the 10 cards you start with. I'm going to give that a shuffle. It's not my turn right now because in the solo rules state that the player or the character to my right clockwise, in this case it would be Earl, goes first. That's what this token is right here. This indicates who starts first, so I'm going to put that on his. We all start with a water. However, I start with a water, a spice, and a Solari. This is like the currency, money, if you will. The point of the game, if you haven't watched the video on the rules, how to play, is to get to first to 10, if you will. To try to get as many points as you can. Every time the whole round is over, we check to see if anybody has made it to at least 10. And if so, the game's over. So, what you're supposed to do, as far as when you're playing against the AI, is you're supposed to be using these cards called House Hagel cards. Whoops. House Hagel, House Hagel, however you want to pronounce it. You're supposed to be using these cards to represent the turn that the AI would be using. Since I got this game, I have not once used these cards for their turns because I have been using the app for the Direwolf app, the app that's specifically made for this game. which is not that. I'm sorry. Yes, so as I was saying, this is the app. Who I end up using, or rather ended up using, is Countess Ariana Thorvald. I don't know what her relationship is to Earl. This dude's name is Earl. But this is who I am. That's my leader. And we are going against this fella right here and this fella right here. So this is what I use to help draw the cards. We are playing on the mercenary difficulty. I already have the 3 troops in my garrison right here, as you can see. I also have given myself water, a spice, and a Solari right here. As it indicates, my opponents each only get a water. I hope that's broken down well enough for you. So we click OK. My 3rd agent is set aside. You will need the yep. So he is already up here. I usually only do that. You only do that if you're like solo player. You can leave your agent up here, your 3rd guy. Otherwise, if you're playing with multiple people, you leave him off the board. And I have also done that. I have also done that the rival swordmaster should be placed underneath the top 5 cards of the conflict deck. That is this right here. So when we finally lift the 5th card and flip it over, they will have access to their 3rd agent. Determine player. See, so determining a seating order for your rivals, and I already done that. Give the first player marker to the rival to your left. That means clockwise. So it goes. Since I'm sitting here, to my left, goes all the way around and ends up on Earl. So Earl has it. We will begin, and there it is. So all we really have to do now is to start this game. And I believe. Oops. Well, there it is. That's his first move. Okay, so Earl. He goes to the Facing Guild. There they are right here. He goes to Fold Space. And when he does that, he gains an influence. Right there. He goes up by 1 because he landed there. And I believe that ends his turn because that's all he was going to achieve was to gain gain 1 influence in that faction. So now we're going to go on to Glosso the Beast. We are going to draw a card for him. He goes to Carthag. Interesting. He goes to Carthag. And not only that, when he goes there, if you see that little icon, that cube icon in the middle there, to the right rather, he gets to recruit and deploy a troop to the conflict. So we are going to do that right now. Assuming that this would be his. But yeah, it is going to be his. So he puts 1 here, and then it just goes right to the conflict. If he had more troops in his garrison, we would deploy up to 2 more, but with the AI, as many as they can deploy, they will always deploy. Another thing to notice is the fact that this card has a little X's icon. Right? Well, I do. You can't see it, actually. Sorry about that. It has the 2 little sword icons at the bottom right-hand corner of the card. That means that if you recruit the troops, you are able to deploy them to the combat zone. So, now it's my turn. Let me draw my 10 cards. The fact that I don't have any space here to put my cards, I'll just have to keep them off screen. But I start with 10 cards. I don't draw 10. I draw 5. So just I shuffle this. Obviously, if you think I'm playing games here, we'll just shuffle again. Really doesn't matter. So I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. So I start off with Seek Allies. This will let me go to any one of these 4 spots here. Same with Diplomacy. The only difference between these 2 is after I use this, I trash it. And that's probably a good thing. You want to try to get rid of as many as your starting cards as you can. So I'm actually going to think about this for a second. All right, I have made my decision. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Seek Allies. I'm going to take my agent from right here. I'm going to put him on skill suits. So since I put him here, see this icon right here. This is the double sword icon I'm referring to. I don't recruit a troop. I just gain a water because I landed here. Let me do that and put it next to my person. Put them right here with the other water. And I also push my character up for an influence point. Now I can actually push 2 troops because of this icon into the battle zone, or the combat zone, if you will. I can put 2 of them up here. And what we're fighting for, I forgot to point this out, is this conflict right here. First place gets an influence point for any of the 4 houses up here, or any of the 4, I don't know, crews, gangs, whatever you want, without even having to land there, and they get a spice. Second place gets 2 spice. So I have a feeling, based on looking at my hand, I think I will put in just 1 guy, because this is pretty early on. I don't have to put in 2, I can put up to 2. So, and as a result, I get to trash this card, because that's one of its effects. So this is no longer in my deck. Okay, so that was my turn. We now go back to House Hagel, whatever. And we are going to draw the next card for Earl. And he goes to Wealth. So I'll take his card, and I'll put him right on Wealth. And all he gets is just an influence. Adjust that. So he only gets an influence with the Emperor. You notice it says Emperor right here. Each of the names are each of the names of the houses or whatever are alongside the actual space on the board. You'll notice the same here. There's Freeman, Bene Gesserits, and then obviously the other 2, Basin Guild and Emperor, as I pointed out. So he lands there, and he gains an influence, and that is it. So then we are moving on now for Glosso, and he goes to Selective Breeding, which is right here. Also, if he would have drawn a card that said Fold Space, he could not go there because that space is already occupied. But he drew a card that takes him to Selective Breeding, so we are actually going to go there. Let me put his agent on that spot. And according to the House Hagel card, all he gets is he just gains an influence, and that is it. Finally, it's my turn, my second turn, my agent turn. I could go to another spot to gain influence somewhere. Let me think about this. Okay, I decided what to do. I'm gonna go to Hardy Warriors by using the diplomacy card. I can obviously go there from the icons that are on here. It's the Freeman right here. To get on this spot, I have to pay a water, and I happen to have 2 water, so I'm going to put my agent there. I will pay the water, and I get to recruit 2 troops, and I can put them into the combat if I feel the need to do so. I think I'll just put 1 in there just to have a better chance. And that is it. I don't trash this card. I just put it in my discard pile. Typically, my discard is over here on the right side of your own card, if you will. So let me do that. That would be my discard pile. Try to manage it as best I can. So now, he doesn't have an agent. He doesn't have an agent. I don't have an agent. So we do what was called a reveal turn. Reveal all of the cards that I have, and I kind of wish you're able to see this. How about this? What if I did? Actually, it wouldn't matter because it cuts off right here. So I guess I'll just hold them up. What I have in my hand, now we're looking at the bottom of the cards. This gives me a point, that gives me a point, and that gives me the ability to buy cards from here with that value of the top right-hand corner of them. Like I could buy this one, or I could buy this one. I can't buy any of the other ones because I only have 2 points. And this, on the other hand, this icon right here, it gives me an extra strength in battle. The little sword icon. As soon as my camera decides to focus. There we go. So that little sword icon, it's funny, it's on a dagger card. But that little sword icon will give me this little thing right here. This will keep track of how much strength you have. So each one of these cubes represent 2 strengths. So mine, 2, 4, Glosso, he has 2. We're going to put that here. Plus this 1 on the bottom of this card, that gives me 5. Earl, he's not even in this battle. So what we have to do now, this is the tricky part. We have to draw another card. And however the amount of swords that it shows up on the bottom of this card, on the next card, is how much strength Glosso will increase by. So right now he's at 2. If he gets 3 or more, if he gets 3, we draw and we only get second place. If you draw with somebody, you can never get first. And if he gets more than that, he gets first, I get second. So this is it. I really have to see what he gets. He gets 1. That works for me brilliantly. So all he gets to do is move up by 1. And as a result of that, I win this particular conflict. And I think I'm gonna buy, should I buy something? I don't think I'm gonna be getting a lot of spice this game because of my character's ability right here, where it's whenever I harvest spice, I get 1 less and draw a card. So I don't think I want to pick a card. I don't think I want to pick a card where I would pay 2 spice, get influence with the Spacing Guild, and $3, because spice will be hard to come by with my particular character here. So I could look at, one says, if you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, I can gain an influence, I believe. I can gain an influence with any other house. There we go. If you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, I gain an influence. I'm not sure if I really want to, because only place I'd be able to go to with this card would be to one of these 4 spots. That's the only place that this card will be able to take me because of the icon right here. If you happen to notice. There we go. These little circle icon. And this one, I can only land here if I have at least 2 influence with the... Actually, I do. What am I doing? I didn't give myself the second influence. I landed here twice. As a result of that, I gain a victory point, because as soon as I landed here, I got a victory point, so I'm already ahead of the game. And I won this, so I get to choose which place on any of these boards right here, here, or here, where do I want to gain an influence with? I'm not entirely sure. All right, I think I'm going to gain an influence with the Bene Gesserits, because I think the next, if I get a chance to land on here again, I'm going to land here so I can get an intrigue card, which I haven't shown you guys yet. It's one of these. It adds, like, I don't know, you can have more strength in battle, or you can, it just gives you a little abilities for depending on when you use the card and what it says on there. Okay, so now that I also bought this card, I bought the Bene Gesserit card, so I put that in my discard pile. So now what we have to do, first we check for the end game. Nobody has gotten 10 points. Second, I already paid this out. I already gave myself the, oh, and I didn't give myself a spice. I have to give myself a spice, so now I have 2. By the way, in case you're wondering, this says whenever you harvest spice on my thing, not whenever you get a spice. So it's for whenever I land on any of these 3 spots, that's when I would take 1 spice less, and then I can draw a card. But for now, one of the rules is if any of these spots are unoccupied at the end of a round, you put a spice on this particular spot. So each one of these actually gets spice. There you go. And so now, final part. Well, I'm going to put all the cards that I had into my discard pile. I'm going to return all of the agents to their respective houses, bosses, whatever you want to call it. Those 2 are mine. Where is, oh, 1 and 2. There we go. I then move this over to the next person. So now he'll be first to go. And I reveal the next conflict. And it looks like first place gets a intrigue card and 3 spice. Oh, I also have to return these to their respective owners. They are no longer on the board. And I have to return these. That's very interesting. I don't even think I will participate in this fight unless I really want to get spice. What I really want to do is try to get as much money as quickly as possible so I can get my 3rd agent up here. I would have to draw a card that has that icon, and I would have to pay 8 Solari, which I definitely don't have now. I only have 1. But that is it for that round. We are here now. Glosso, it is your turn. Let the people know what it is you're going to do. You're going to go to the Hall of Oratory, which what I hear is the absolute worst place to be on this map. Well, not worst place to be, but it's very, very weak. There's not really much you can do. Here, all he can do is recruit a troop. You can see at the top right there. So all I'm doing is putting a troop in his garrison. It's not being deployed because you don't see the double X icon. It does not have one of these little icons right here, the little X here. It only has the, where the heck is it? The troop. He can only recruit. There is no double X or no X, so that's it. It only goes into his garrison. Next is my turn, and I gotta get my other 5 cards, so I don't really even have to think about it. They're already right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, what? How'd I get 6? Something's not right here. Okay, that was my bad. I had 2 of these in my starting deck. You're only supposed to have 1. I just took it out of my my discard pile. So, let us continue. Right, so you get a better view. I discarded, I took out one of the reconnaissance from the discard pile, and I put in Dune the Desert into the discard pile. So now I'm down to 5, which is what I'm supposed to have. So now I have the choice, but it looks like I can only go, well, I can't go to any of the houses here because I don't have an icon that matches any of these 4. I only have an icon that'll let me go here, to the salt area, to this area, or up here in this area. What I think I'm going to do, what do I really need? Well, my plan is to get as much money as I can. So I could either go to secure contract. By the way, if you come up here, you can sell salt for the amount that's allotted up here. I can either go here to get $3 or 3 Solari, or I can come here, get an influence and get 2 Solari. I think I'm going to come here. Wait, what am I saying? I can't come here because I don't have this icon. I think I'm going to come right here by playing, let me see. I'm going to play the Signet Ring, which is this card right here. I'm going to play the Signet Ring so I can move there, number 1. I then get 3 Solari. And then, oh, I guess I can put it here. All right, there's 4. Now I got 4 Solari. By the way, if you ever get 5 Solari or Spice, that's when you get these big ones. They're bigger than the smaller ones. They represent 5. And finally, now that I moved there, I got the Solari. I can use her ability, which is basically, all I'm really getting is just water. See right here? That's her little Signet ability. Like I pointed out the others for the other guys. But anyways, I get a water for her. Okay, so now I just put this aside, my Signet Ring card. It's not in my discard pile yet. It's still sort of in play, if you will, but it's just out of this turn now. I can't use it as like a agent card or in the reveal hand. If it was like a Bene Gesserit card, it's considered in play. So if I had that Bene Gesserit card in my hand, I'd be able to use the ability because this is still this card is still considered to be in play. It's just not being used or utilized, if you will. Anywho, we are now going to Earl, and he is going to go to, he's going to rally troops. Again, he gets 4 troops, but you don't see that X icon, so he can't deploy them to the combat zone. He can only put them in his garrison. So let me put him in the the rally troops portion of the board, where he gets 4. So we put that, pardon me, we put that right into his garrison. Right here. That ends his turn. So now we go back to Glosso. What Glosso is gonna do, he goes to harvest spice. He goes to the one that has the most on the board, which in this case, it's right here. And also, if you notice, this has the little X icon. So he can come here, he'll get 3 + 1, he'll get 4 spice, and he'll be able to deploy up to 2 troops, which, actually, no, he's green. Excuse me. He'll be able to deploy up to 2. He only has 1. This spot does not allow you to recruit troops, only lets you deploy. So he'll only be able to put 1 in there. Let me give him his salt. All right, he has his 4 salt. Actually, I didn't deploy him there. He has his buddy, his troop in the combat zone. Also, these folks, they never use water, they never use money, they never use spice. What they do is when they get 7 spice, or they get 7 Solari, or they get 3 water, or they get 3 intrigue cards, they get 1 victory point. So if they get 3 of these, they get a victory point. 3 waters, they get a victory point. They get 7 spice, they get a victory point. They get 7 Solari, they get a victory point. And then they just put it all back. They send it back to the bank. That's how they use it, and that's how they gain victory points. They don't have to abide by any of the rules here. If you happen to notice, they don't have to pay water. They don't have to pay 2 spice to land here. They don't have to pay 6 spice to land here. They land there for free, but they have to do what it says on the card. So anywho, it is now my turn? Yes, it's my turn. I have 4 cards left. I can either go to any of the spots up here, or I can go to any, well, I can't come to here because it's occupied, but I can go here or here. Now remember my thing, if I land here, I can deploy a troop up to 2, and I'll only gain 1. I won't gain 1 and then this one. I'll only gain 1, and that's because of her ability here. But I will be able to draw a card, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll go here by playing Dune, because it has that icon right there. I'll come up here. I'll only get this 1 because this is the bonus spice. I should have gotten 2, but I'm only getting 1. And I'm going to draw a card. I don't have any cards on my deck. All I have are my discards. So let me shuffle that. Actually, I'll shuffle it on camera. Make sure nobody any funny business. I don't know where anything is right now. I'll just draw the top card, and it is a dagger. With the dagger, that is all I have left. These are the 4 cards I have left. However, Earl still has an agent, so he goes again. So let us draw the card for him. And it looks like he is going to... Well, can't go there. Rally troops is already occupied by him. So he will have to go to somewhere else. So we will draw another card. He can harvest spice. Yes, he can. There is an available spot there. He will have to go here because I'm there. Glosso is here. So he has to come here. And he gets 2 + 1. So 2 + 1. It's 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. And he can deploy up to 2 troops because of this icon. So he will do that. And now it is 2 against 1. So this, I mean, right now we're going to do a reveal. I don't have any agents in here, any troops. I should have. I had the opportunity, but I didn't do it because I don't really care much for this. So at least on my reveal turn, I just show the rest of my cards. I have no more agents. These don't matter because I don't have any troops in there, so I can't gain any strength. So I'll just put my discard here. What does matter are these 2 right here. I have 4 points, and I have the ability to... Oh, I forgot to replace that. There we go. So So now that I have 4, I can buy this one, or this one, or this one, or that one, or I can buy these 2. Like I said, I don't really think I want that one because I'm not going to have a lot of spice on hand, given her ability. So let me think about this. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think that I'm going to. I don't want to buy either of these. I don't think I'm gonna start getting the Freeman cards to start using the ability of the Freeman bond here. If you have like at least another Freeman in play, you get like this ability where you can get assault, and I don't know. Maybe I should and start building up Freeman. But I don't know if it's worth it for this one card. I think I'll get the space travel one. I'll be able to land on the Spacing Guild thing, and I'll be able to draw a card at the same time. So that looks like it's useful. Let me refill the spot. Oh, if I had one more, I would get the Bene Gesserit card because I already have another Bene Gesserit. But anyways, that takes care of that. So now what we have to do is figure out who is going to win this conflict between the 2 AI. So right now, Earl has 4, Glosso has 2. So if he went first, that means 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. So now it's his turn to draw to see if he gets any special help with the new card. No, there is nothing on the bottom of that card except a line. There is no sword icon, so he does not. He automatically loses. But we still have to draw one for Earl. He gets 1, which means he gets 5. We're looking at the bottom of the cards now. We're no longer looking at the top. During the conflict, we are looking at the bottom of the cards in the red area. So, with that being said, we are now going to give him his intrigue card. Like I said, they don't use this. They only collect them, and when they get 3, they trade them in, they get a victory point. I'll put that next to him, and he also gets 3 spice. He already has 3. I'll take away 2. Give him one of the big ones. So now he has 6. Glosso got 2nd place, so he gets 2 spice. He already has 4. So let me take away 3, and I'm going to give him big one here. So now he also has 6. So now the next time either one of them gets 1 spice, they'll get a victory point here. For now, I'm winning though. So what we'll have to do is just check to make sure there is nobody that has at least 10 victory points. All of these are taken, so there will be no bonus spice. And I will return you. And I will return you. I will move this over to me because now it'll be my turn to go first. I'm going to return the agents back to their respective owners. I'll shuffle my deck, or I'll draw 5 cards, and then we will continue on from there. Okay. So I have my 5 cards now. Going to reveal the next conflict card. So whoever comes first, they get to win 6 Solari. 2nd place gets 4. In a 3-player game like this, there will never be a 3rd place. If you and somebody tie, you get 2nd place. The person that comes after you guys does not get 3rd. There is no 3rd place in a 3-player game. So I may actually want to do this so then I can have enough money to buy my 3rd agent here, my swordsman as it's referred to. So for now, we're not looking at that. We're looking at what I'm going to do. So it looks like I have the ability to go to any one of these. If I do that, I can go to wealth. I'll get 2, I'll get up an influence point, and I'll be 2 away from, and then I'll be 2 away from getting my swordmaster, and if I still win the battle, I'll have 4 remaining. So I think I'm going to do that. I want to get some influence with the Emperor, so I'm going to play diplomacy. I'm going to take my agent. I'm going to go right over there to wealth. I'm going to put it up there, and then I'm going to gain 2 Solari, put it with my collection. Actually, we're going to do this. Since I already had 4, that would have made it like 6. So I took away 4, and so basically I have 6 now. I have the big one for 5, and that one for 1. So that is 6. So now it is the turn of Earl. So now what Earl is going to do, we're going to draw a card for him. He goes to harvest spice. He can't because there were no bonus spices. They can only go there if there's a bonus spice on that spot. Since there isn't, we have to draw another card for him. Same thing. We have to do it again. Okay, so he goes to skill suits. Skill suits is all the way down here. So let me get his agent. If you notice the icon, he can deploy up to 2 troops, and he does have the 2 troops right here. And I'm going to move him up by 1, and that ends his turn. I'm going to have to get in here somehow. I think the next card I play, I'm going to have to go somewhere that it will allow me to deploy a troop, up to 2 troops. Anywho, we are now moving on to Glosso's turn. Let me draw a card for him. He goes to selective breeding, which is also at the bottom half here. And all he does, he just gains an influence. That's it. So oh, but look at this. He's been there before. So now that he's gained an influence, he gets a victory point. So now he's right up to 1 with me. Welcome there, buddy. Feels good to be up top, doesn't it? Okay. So it is my turn now. And my plan is... Yeah, see, I don't have another Benny Gesserit card in play, so I can't use this ability. I'm going to play this, the Reconnaissance. And well, that is going to let me come up to here. This will allow me to recruit a troop. And I'll be able to draw a card. And I'll be able to deploy at least 2 more troops into the battle. So here's my 1. Put it in there, and I'll deploy only up to 1 more. Do I actually? I'll deploy. Yeah, I don't care. I'll just do that. If he wins, I'll take 4. If we draw, we both get 4, so it's fine by me. And oh, I have to draw a card, and I draw a dagger. That's pretty good because it might help me. This gives me an extra strength. Call me Tylenol. Extra strength. Okay, so now it's Earl's turn. We'll draw a card for him. Aha. So now this, I actually have to get rid of the 1st and 3rd card in the Imperial row here. This one goes, trash. It's gone out of the game completely. And this one goes, trash, out of the game completely. And I draw a card from here, and I replace each one. So I think I'm going to do that now. Okay, they have been replaced. Number 1 was replaced, and number 3 has been replaced. This is a pretty good card, but since I'm not really going for the Freeman thing, I don't think I'm going to be using it. But if you see, if you pay 2 spice, 3 troop, that's pretty gosh darn good. Anywho, it's still his turn. This does not count as a turn, so I draw again, and he is going to. I forgot whose turn it was. Earl's. It's Earl's. Because I went, and he went, and he went, and I went, and now he's going, and then he's going to go. He is going to go to. Where is it? Arakeen. Oh, I'm already there. He can't go there. I'm already on Arakeen, so we have to draw another card for him. He goes to Highliner. What? Actually, that doesn't matter because it's not Glosso that's entering the game. So he gains an influence. Wow, he's already been here. He's been to full space. So now he gets a victory point. So now we all have 1 victory point, and he can recruit 3 people. He can recruit 3 troops and deploy them, and if he had any more in his garrison, he could recruit up to 2 more. But luckily, he doesn't. So, 3 right here. They go right into the battle. So I've lost this. No doubt about it. I only hope that he doesn't go to a deck or a space where it allows him to recruit troops and deploy them into the battle. We are going to figure that out right now because it is now his turn. He goes to full space. And all he gets is an influence. That's it. So now it's battle time. Well, I go to a reveal. All I have is 1, so 2, 4, plus that is 5. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's clearly going to win this. We still have to draw a card to see if he gets any bonus, and he does. He gets an extra 1. So that puts him to 11. And he wins. He gets 6. And I get 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could get rid of this. and I'll get another big one. That means that there's 10. I have 10 now, so I do have enough to go there next time. And also, I have 2, 3, 4 points here. So I can buy a card. I think I'm going to get this one right here because I already have a Bene Gesserit card. And the cool thing about this one... Yeah, the cool thing about this one is I can choose any board space. Opponents can't send their next agents there. That includes the AI. I think I forgot to send eyeliner. My bad. Yeah, I forgot to put him on highliner. It doesn't matter. Thing's over. I still counted it. But yeah, if I'm going to buy this and I'm going to declare next round, or every time I play her, the voice rather, I'll be able to say any space on the board, and neither of them can go there. That's one of the cool things about this. So that's it. I still have what, 2 more if I want, but there's nothing I want. So let me see over here. Yes, if you notice, nobody landed here. So now I'm gonna put a spice here, spice here, spice here, and I'm gonna obviously check right here. Nobody has 10. Pardon me. And then I'll just go through the whole rigmarole again, remove everybody, bring them back, reveal the next thing, the next conflict card, and we'll continue the next turn. Okay, spice has been, bonus spice has been put there. I love this. Troops have been removed. Agents have been returned. This now goes to Earl. He is now the person that's going to be going first. And I have to reveal the next conflict card. Oh, Desert Power. Whoever wins this, they automatically get a victory point and they get a water. And then second place gets a water and a spice. So he is going to be going first. So we are going to see what his move is. Sorry, Earl is going to go first. So let's see what he's going to do. I'm going to draw a card for him. And he goes to Harvest Spice immediately. It's 4, right? I'll take this one away. That means he has 5. However, I'm sorry, he has 10. I'm going to take this away. Because 10 minus 7 is 3. Now that he paid 3, he gets another victory point. That's how it works for these guys. And he can deploy up to 2 troops from his garrison. He has nobody there, thankfully. So now that ends his turn. And we are going to move on to Glosso. Glosso, you are going to go to Conspire. All the way up there. Right with the Emperor. So he gets his, I guess he gets an influence. He's never been there yet. That's incredible. And he gets to recruit 2 troops. So we're going to put 2 troops in his garrison. Oops, that's mine. Traitor. He goes over there. He can't deploy them. Remember, it does not have the sword icon. The Emperor is really good about giving you troops, but does not let you deploy them to the combat zone. Okay, with that being said, it is now my turn. I'm going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I just have 5. That's cool. And I think immediately what I'm going to do is go right to Swordmaster by playing the dagger, which is going to give me my 3rd agent. So let me play this, the dagger, which lets me go to this icon. Also, if you notice, I have to pay 8. So I have 10. Turning 2. And I get my 3rd guy. So even though I just played my guy to get a guy, I now have 2 left. But they only have 1 left. I have 2 left because I got my 3rd guy. But they're gonna get their 3rd person after this turn. So that actually ends my turn. I take that away. And now it is Earl's turn. And what he's going to do, he's going to go to Carthag. Crap. So he gets a troop. Obviously, he can recruit it and deploy to the conflict, and he can put 2 more. Well, he only has 1. Yeah, well, he has none in here, so he's just going to have 1. And that's it. So now it is Glosso's turn. Oh, we get to remove people from the Imperium row again. So this time it says 2 and 3. We take them out of the game and we're going to replace them with 2 more cards from the deck here. Okay, we have actually done that now. Notice here, 2 and 3 have been replaced. If you go back in your video, you'll notice that they're 2 different cards. Okay. So that does not count as a turn for Bosso. We draw. He goes to conspire, but oh no, unfortunately, I'm so sorry. You're already there. Spot's already taken. So we just draw another card for him. He goes to the Hall of Oratory. That's fine. All he does is recruit a troop. He does not deploy. Is that right? 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Ah, see? Okay, it does make sense. So he went 1, and then he used his 1, and then I used my 1, but I got my 3rd guy. And then he used his second agent, and now I'm on my second agent, but if you notice, I have 2 of them. So I get to go like an extra turn. So I have 4 cards. Let me think about this, what I'm gonna do for a second. Okay, this is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the Signet Ring, and I'm gonna go up to Arakeen. I'm gonna recruit a troop, deploy it, and then I'm gonna deploy another one. And then I'm also going to draw a card. Or I actually had to shuffle my discard pile because I had no more cards left. And I got the Bene Gesserit card. That's it. But I also, like I said, I have 1 more agent left. I got the Bene Gesserit. Sorry, I was on the wrong view. So I can still play 1 more card or 1 more agent, and I think I'm gonna go to Fold Space, which is right here. I don't have 6 spice to get all these troops. And when I play that, I get to draw another card, as well as gain an influence, and I get a Fold Space card, which you guys haven't seen yet. It's this right here. All it does is it lets you go anywhere on the board, anywhere, any one of the places that isn't occupied, and you just can go there. But after you use it, you have to trash the card. But this goes in my discard pile, and now I'm already in Fold Space. I think I went up by 1, right? Yeah, that's the first time I've landed there. I didn't draw another card, did I? Actually, I think I did. I think I did draw another card. So that takes care of that. So now what we have to do is we have to go enter the battle here. Luckily, it's only me and him. So I get 4. He has 2. None of my cards have like the sword icon on the bottom. My remaining cards, rather. So I have to go based on that. So hopefully he does not draw a card that gives him more than 2. Because if he does, he's going to win this and he's going to get a victory point. Oh my God. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy. That means he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's won from 1 guy. So he gets the victory point. He gets the water. All I get is a water and a spice. You know, I have 3 water now. I don't have that ability to cash him in for a victory point. I'm not the AI. But okay. Obviously that, oh wait, I still can buy. I have 6 here, 2, 4, 6. I don't have, I'm not doing the Freeman thing. Oh, I don't know. None of these cards look interesting to me. You know what? I'm going to buy a Dr. This is a Freeman card. That's a Freeman card, but I'm not doing the Freeman thing. Not like using Freeman for like the Freeman bond here at the bottom. Maybe I should have. but I'm going to buy Dr. Ewan just for the fact that I'll be able to draw a card every time I use him. So that's one. I have 5 left. I think I'm going to buy him too, because every time I play him, I can trash a card, and that means I'll be able to trash my old deck. So that's 3. I have 3 remaining. Another Bene Gesserit card, I'm buying it. But this one says, each opponent chooses discard a card or lose a deployed troop. I will choose for the AI whenever I play this card. Each opponent chooses discard a card or lose a deployed troop. Obviously, the AI can't choose. I'm going to choose for them. They are definitely going to lose a deployed troop if I ever play that card. And that ends it for me. I had to replace that. So obviously, we're going to go through the whole thing. Check here. Nobody has gotten at least 10. I'm going to have to put a bonus spice there and there because nobody's there. I'm going to remove them and the whole thing I've been doing so far. So I'll be right back. Okay, so everything has been set. This goes down to Glosso. He's going to be playing or going for first this turn. I reveal the next conflict card and they immediately get their agents. So now all of us have 3 agents. This is for the Siege of Carthage. Whoever wins this, they get a victory point and they put their little flag right here. So now anytime somebody lands here, including yourself, you'll get a extra Solari. So since Glosso is the one going first, let's see what he gets. He goes to Skill Suit, which is right here at the bottom. He gets to deploy up to 2 troops from his garrison, which he does have, unfortunately. He can deploy 2 troops. And that's it. Oh, and he gains an influence. My mistake. I forgot to give him. Gains an influence. That's his first time landing there. Yeah, they don't get any of these. We only go by what's based by what it says on the actual cards, what it says here to do. We never go based on what it says here for the AI. For me, we go based on here. So now it is my turn. I go 1, 2, 4, 5. I got 5 cards again. There's a Bene Gesserit card, but I don't have another one in my hand at all. It sucks. They're in my discard. They're not considered to be in play. So I think what I'm gonna do, since I have 4 spice, I'm gonna play this and go to any one of these 4. I'm gonna go to the Bene Gesserit. What that lets me do is I'll have to pay 2 spice. I can trash a card that's in my hand or in my discard pile. And I think what I'm going to do is trash Reconnaissance because that was part of my starting deck. I don't need it anymore. And what that lets me do is I can now draw 2 cards. I don't have my deck here. I'll have to shuffle my discard pile. Actually here, so you guys don't think there's any funny business. Shuffling, whatever. Here, and I draw 2 cards. 1, Bene Gesserit. Awesome. 2, and the Signet Ring. That's not bad. You are no longer usable. But now that I got that Bene Gesserit, I can play this. And, man. Well, I'll be able to play both of them. Not sure if I really want to now, though. Because I got Signet here. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out once it's my turn. But it is now Earl's turn. Oh, look, we have to reshuffle and draw. This makes it so much easier. Selective breeding. I'm so sorry. I'm actually already there. So you're going to have to go somewhere else. Oh, he goes to Hardy Warriors. Oh my God, he gains influence. Right here. He recruits and deploys 2 troops. And he can deploy up to 2 more from his garrison, but he doesn't have any. Oh, what a turn. Good turn for you. Good turn for you. Wait a minute. He gets a victory point, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He is clearly winning. Okay. So now we've settled that. It is now Glosso's turn. He goes to harvest spice. He'll go right here. It has the highest, so 2, 3, 4. Man, he already has 6. So he'll have 10. 7 minus 10 is 3. So he has 3 remaining, and he gets a victory point, and he can deploy troops. That's it. Man, I am struggling. I don't want to confuse these. Oh boy. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the voice. I can choose any board space, and the opponents can't send their next agents there. So, I don't want any of them going to Highliner. Not like they don't matter. They're already beating me. So that's what I play. I'm gonna send my agent here. I'm gonna pay 2 water. I can actually put a troop in here. I'm gonna pay 2 water, and I'm gonna draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. This may help. Okay, so it's no longer my turn. And now it is Earl's turn. Earl, you go. He goes Spire. All he does, or all he can do, is just gain influence and 2. And he gets another victory point. This guy's killing it. And Glosso, it is now your turn. Oh, I gotta get rid of number 1 and 2. Okay, so 1 and 2 have been erased from existence. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we draw another card. That does not count as a turn for Glosso. He goes to Spire. No, he does not, because that is already taken by Earl. So we draw another card for him. He goes to Harvest Spice, so he can only go here. That's the only one with bonus. So 1, 2, 3. Dang, he's already back up to 6. Good lord. I am dying. I don't think I'm going to win this one. I still only have 1 point. Oh, what have I been doing? Struggling here. All right, so let me get my cards. I can play this, and each opponent, I can have them remove their troops. But that's not even going to help. I'm not going to win this. I got to think about this. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this one. If you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, which I do, it's the voice. I gain an influence on any one of these that I want, and I think I'll get an influence with the Bene Gesserits. Oh, I did that. Okay, yeah. So now I get an influence point, and I can go to. I think I'll go here. I can recruit a troop, and I am going to deploy him. And I get an intrigue card. First one. If I pay an opponent of your choice loses 1 troop in the conflict, and you deploy 1 troop from your supply, I'm going to play this right now. I'm going to pay 1 Solari. You go away. And I'm going to put 1 from my supply into here. So now I'm top dog. I got lucky. But I mean, it's not over yet. Earl still has a turn. So where are you going to go? He goes to rally troops. Luckily, he can't deploy these. But he's setting up for next round. Holy crap. But that's it. Now we go to the reveal phase. I only have 2. I have 2 extra. 1, 2. For as far as strength goes. 1 and 2. So that gives me. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. Nah, I'll do it like that so we can focus on this. I have 2, 4, 6 plus the 2, 7, 8. He has 4. She has 4, or he has 4. So now what we have to do is we have to draw a card So if he went 111, 222, 333, so we're gonna draw a card to see if he gets any bonus strength, and that's gonna go based on this. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You gotta be kidding me. He wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Son of a gun. Oh, now we gotta do the same for Earl. He only gets 1. Oh, so I got second. I get an intrigue card in the spice. This guy right here, he gets a victory point. Well, I better him than Earl. He gets a victory point, and it's Carthag. Notice. So now anytime somebody lands there, he gets an extra $1 or Solari, whatever. He got his victory point. I get an intrigue card. I wonder what it says. If I pay a spice, I can take the Mentat from its designated space to the land's red. This is the Mentat. I can take that for 1 spice instead of having to land there and pay 2 Solari. And that's just like an extra agent for 1 turn. I don't know if I used him. I could have used it this round, but whatever. So that's that. I'm gonna have to put a bonus spice there and recall everything back because obviously nobody has made it to 10. So be right back. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about buying some new cards. I have 2, 4, 6. I have 6. I think I'm gonna buy that guy. He costs 5, but he gives you 3 bonus strength, and he still counts as a 2 points. So I'm gonna use him. And that's it. None of these cost 1. So that's it. So now I'm gonna recall everything. Okay. So that takes. Oh, I keep forgetting. So I have no more troops in my garrison. This guy is. He just can't contain himself. And he also has none. But what we're focusing on now is now I go first. This card. We reveal the next conflict, and it's for this spot right here. The same thing, whoever wins gets that, and they get a victory point. Let me draw my 5 cards. 1, 2, 4, 5. Show what I have. Aha. Oh, here's that full space card. So I can go anywhere right now. This card. I think I'll do that. Yeah, I think I'll go anywhere I want. I'll only have 3. Or maybe I should go to... Yeah, I only have 3 spice. Gosh darn it. By the way, I kind of forgotten that I'm not recording, or I'm not paused right now. Hold on, let me think about that. Okay, I'm going to play Dr. Yue. I'm going to come up here, recruit a troop and deploy him. And I'm going to draw a card. And it's a space travel, which means I'll be able to draw another card. I may actually use this to get the Mentat right here. Hard to see him because it's an all black piece. But yeah, I think I may actually do that this turn. But yeah, I put him away. And so now we go for Earl. He harvests his spice. Goes here. That's the most. 3, 4. Here. Oh my god. It's another victory point. Oh wait, he also recruits, or not recruits, he deploys up to 2. Oh god, this guy came prepared all the way from last round. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pull this off, if I am going to at all. But that's not for me to worry about right now. Right now, it is Glosso's turn, and he's going to skill suits. Which is right here. He gains an influence, which means he gets a point. Good lord. Gets a point, and he can deploy up to 2 troops from his garrison to the conflict. Luckily, he has none. So it's still only me and Earl. Now to my turn. Let me think about my next move. Okay, I think I'm going to play the Spacing Guild card. I think I'll go to Fold Space. Yeah, so I'll get that. I'll gain an influence point, or a victory point rather, and I get to trash a card. I am going to trash Dune the Desert Planet. I don't think you heard me slam it on the desk over there. If that ends my turn right now, or whatever, that my phase. Oh wait, no it doesn't, because I'm also going to hire the Mentat for 1 salt. I think I'll be able to utilize him well. And okay, wait a minute, when I played here, did I draw 2 cards? Because I don't think I did, because he gives me a card. Oh, I ran out of discards. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to get rid of 1 and 3. So yeah, 1, 3. Okay, so they've been replaced. So it's still Earl's turn. He can't go to Fold Space because I'm already there. He will harvest spice, which means he'll come right here. And he'll deploy 2 troops. And he'll get 2 spice. That ends his turn. God, I'm getting destroyed in these conflicts. So now it is Glosso's turn. He goes to Secrets. Gains an influence. And that's it. So now it's my turn. And I got this Fold Space card. I can go anywhere on the board. And then I'll trash the card. Oh, and I can draw a card. And I can trash this card. How come I never noticed that? I've never noticed that. That I can draw a card when I play this and trash this one. That's actually a good ability. Okay. So I think I will go to... Do I want a victory point and 2 Solari, or do I want to get closer to this and get 2 troops in here? It doesn't matter. He's gonna win. Because yeah, he's gonna win. So I'm gonna play Fold Space. Come up to wealth right there. You notice I gain an influence, which means I gain a victory point. I get 4. And I also get 2 Solari. The thing right here. Let me get my money. Got my money. So I can draw a card now, which was the dagger, and I can trash this card. Okay, so now it's Earl's turn. Earl goes to harvest spice. There are no more bonus spices. He can't go there. I'm already there. He goes to the Hall of Oratory, which we should already know at this point in time. Kind of sucks. All he can do is recruit 1 troop. So he's out of turns. We go to Glosso. What do you do? He goes to Carthag. Oh, and since he landed there, he gets a Solari. And he gets to... Oh, man. Gets to recruit a troop and deploy it. And now it's my turn again. Luckily, because of this Mentat, I have 1 more turn. I think I'll play this. The Bene Gesserit card. I'm going to take away 1 of their troops, each person. Oh no, you're off the board. They both go away. So now it's still me and him. I'm still going to lose. And I go to Bene Gesserit. Ooh, which I can do. Because I just have enough. I just have T-Spice. So now I can trash a card. I think I'll trash Convincing Argument. And for doing that, I can draw 2 more cards. 1. Oh my god, I got another Convincing Argument. 2. And I got... Look at this. I may as well have... This is ridiculous. Okay, so that's it. Now we go to the reveal phase. This is all I have. I got 2 strength because of my daggers. So I have 2, and then these 2 makes it 4. Let me get closer. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then I have 4 points. He has 6, so he's obviously going to win. You're going to find out if he draws to get a bonus here. He does not. I wish he drew that a few turns ago. So he still wins. He gets another victory point. Oh my god, this guy. And he gets the control of the Imperial base. So now anytime somebody lands there, including himself, he gets an extra spice. I have 4 that I can use to buy here. That's actually, I can buy it. I'll get another Benny Gesserit card. It costs 3. I have 1 more left, so I'll get this one. That makes it 4. Okay, so that takes care of that turn. So I'm just gonna return things. That gets a bonus spice. He hasn't gotten to 10 yet. But yeah, same ordeal. Be right back. Oh, I also have to return this back to its space. You can only use that once per turn, unless you go back to that space and buy him again. But I used the intrigue card for that, so I lucked out a little bit. So be right back. All right. So I'm no longer go first. Earl goes first. Reveal the next thing. Oh, it's 2 victory points. Also, it's for Imperial Basin again. So because he already owns that, he gets an extra defensive guy in his troop, or in his garrison. So it's his turn. So we're gonna draw a card for him. He goes to Carthag. He recruits 1. Oh. Also gets $1 for Solari. He recruits a troop and he deploys 2 more. What the flip, yo? I think I'm gonna lose this. I haven't lost a game in like 5 games straight. That's crazy. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, just he recruited 1, deployed it, and deployed 2 more, so he has 3 in there. So now it is Glosso's turn. He goes to Skill Suits. Wasn't he just there? I feel like he's just there. He goes there and he can deploy up to 2 troops from his garrison. Luckily, he doesn't have any. But he still goes there and he still gets victory point. He may actually get another victory point. Okay, so now it's my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna have to hold on to this so I can get a little bonus here for strength. So you have another Bene Gesserit your card in play. I think I'm gonna use that. So I think I'm gonna use her, the voice, and I'm gonna say that they cannot go to. Let me think. All right, I'm gonna say that they cannot go to Highliner again. I think I did that last time. So I can either go here or here. I'm gonna go to. I need to get a trooper. So I can only recruit and deploy 1, but I can also draw a card. And there's a freaking Dune the Planet. That ain't gonna help me. Okay. So now it is Earl's turn. He goes to Wealth. All he can do is gain an influence. Okay. So now it is Glosso's turn. He goes to Selective Breeding. Did not mean to throw his agent down like that. And all he can do is just gain an influence. Oh no, the point. He got that victory point now. He goes up by 1 and he gets an intrigue. Crap. Well, he only has 1 intrigue card, but that may be all it takes. And now it's my turn. I already have a Bene Gesserit card in play, I gain an influence somewhere. So I think I will do that. I'll go up to the Emperor. I hope I get there. And where do I want to go? I can go on either one of these. Hold on, let me think. I'm gonna go right here. You need to have at least 2 influence. You need to have at least 2 influence with the Freeman over here. Obviously, you can see that icon. You need to have at least 2 influence with these people, and I do, thankfully. And so when I go here, I get recruit a troop, which I will, and I get a drop. Oh, I have a lot of water. Oh, well, I don't think they ever go to the research station, so I think I'm safe with that. So now it is Earl's turn. He goes to Arrakeen. I'm already there, so he can't go. He goes to the Hall of Oratory. Good, stay there. All he can do is recruit. Now we go to Glosso. He can't go to Arrakeen because I'm already there. He goes to Rally Troop. Obviously, if you go there, that means you can recruit 4 troops. So I'm going to put 4 troops in there for. And now it's my turn, and I'm going to do what I originally said I was going to do. Except, yeah, I'm keeping this guy. So I'm going to go to the research station. I'm going to use this card so I can use my ability and gain a free water. Not that I need it. I have 5 waters. I'm gonna go here. I don't have any troops to recruit, to deploy, unfortunately. Get my water. I now have 5. I have to pay 2. And I can draw 3 cards, but I don't have a deck, so let me shuffle my discard. And I always do this on camera, so you guys don't think I'm doing something silly. One, 2, 3. I hope there's something good. They kind of are, actually. They're going to help me with the strength, which is exactly what I need. Oh boy, I really need to get back in this. That is everybody, right? Yeah, everybody went. So now we do the reveal. I have 1, actually. So 2, 4, put that on 4, and then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why I bought this guy, for this specific reason. So now I'm all the way at 10. He is at 6. And now, unfortunately, we have to see if he's going to get a bonus that has a lot. I really hope he doesn't. Let us reshuffle and draw and find out. Ah, he only gets 1. Which means I finally win a battle. Excuse me. So now I get 2 victory points. 1, 2. Thank God. And I get Imperial Basin. I stole that from him. Get out of here. I'm the captain now. Thank you very much. He gets 5 spice. Which means he already had 2. He still gets a victory point. God, this guy doesn't quit. Oh, that is annoying. Anywho, I gotta start taking advantage of the fact that I have a lot of water. But we check, like I said, I have to put, I gotta put bonus spice on each one this time. But okay, I will be right back to do the whole rigmarole. Okay, so now, give this to Glosso. He will be going first, and reveal the conflict. 2 more. Oh my God. I don't think I'm gonna win. These all go to my, oh wait, I didn't 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of these. I didn't buy them yet. Hold on. Alright, so I have 8. I'm gonna buy him. He costs 5, so I have enough. And I think I'll get this Bene Gesserit thing, or if you already have another Bene Gesserit card in play, I get 2 spice. I don't think I really actually. Nah. It's nice because it'll let me land here and maybe I can get to Hardy Warriors. Because at this point in time, I'm not really trying to build spice. I don't need spice anymore. Start building spice. Oh, I had 8. Come on. No, I'm not going to get 8 again. I would have loved to have bought that. Anyways, okay, so now, we put that discard, all my cards away. We are going to draw for Glosso. He goes to Carthag. It's 1 troop. And he deploys 2. It's now my turn. Draw my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not 5. Yeah, it is 5. These stick together sometimes. 1, 2, 4, 5. Think about what I'm gonna do here. Be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna play this. Each opponent, well, they're gonna lose a troop. So unfortunately, you're the only one that has one. I'm gonna go to Rakeen. I'm gonna recruit a troop and deploy him. And I get to draw a card. And it's Dr. Huech. Okay. So now we go to Earl. He goes to selective reading. He gains an influence. And that is it. Wow, he's never been there yet, huh? Crazy. If he goes up 1 more, he gets a point. Jeez. Okay, Glosso, it is your turn. He goes to Conspire. Goes up by 1 and he gets a point. It's tied with me. And he also recruits 2. But he does not deploy. Now it's my turn. I still have 2 waters. Come on. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Dr. Yue. I'm gonna come to the search station. I don't have any troops to deploy, but I'm going to water to draw 4 cards. I have to shuffle my discard pile. I always do in front of you, so you don't think I'm trying to do something weird. 1 or 2, 3 or 4. I don't know. Runs after. Okay, so I'm gonna draw 3 cards, 1 per time. That 1, 2, 3. And it just happens to be that may help. This may be helpful. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'll only have to go here by playing this, and I'll get an influence. And okay, yeah, I have a good plan. I have a good plan. All right, you go back here. Okay, so now Earl, it is your turn. Can't go to Carthag. Can't go to Rakeen. I have to get rid of 2 and 5 of the Imperial row here. 2 and 5 have to go. Okay. So they have been replaced. So it's still Glosso's turn. He goes to Harvest Spice. What Harvest Spice? So they have to go to the one that has the most. 4, 6 is 10, and 7 is 3. You get to point board. Okay, now it's my turn. I am going to play this, which is the Bene Gesserit card. If I have another Bene Gesserit in place, which I do, it's that test of humanity thing. I can gain an influence anywhere, and I think I'm going to get it up here. So I get a victory point. That brings me to 8. Oh, that's not you. That brings 7. Darn it. I thought I got lucky. I can also recruit 2 troops. So now that I've played this, I can go, I see that icon right there. I'm going to go here, where I already have 2 influence with the Freeman here. I'm going to recruit a troop and deploy it. get a water. I'm killing it with the water. Hey, what was, wait a minute. You couldn't go to Eric. Couldn't go to Carthag. He went to Conspire. Where did Earl go before that? He went to select 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. How does he have another one? I think that was my bad. I don't think he was supposed to go. He was supposed to go. Which means he doesn't have troops. He has. But then I pushed one back out of there, so that was my mistake. It was 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Now it's his turn. 3. I really screwed up. I don't know how he had 2. You know what? Screw it. I messed up somehow. I keep at 3. And this was on Carthag. My own fault. Somehow. I don't know what I did wrong. Oops. Let me go back through here. Get that. He harvested spice, so now it's his turn. He goes to harvest spice. 2, 3, 4. Shouldn't have another one. I don't know how I messed this up, but he deploys up to 2. I'm gonna have to skip it because I don't know where this was supposed to be. Alright, so I'm gonna do the reveal. So okay. 8, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I have, let's go to the actual board. I have 4. He has 4. It's 3. Let's draw for him. For Glosso, he's gonna get an extra 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we draw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. They draw. Means they both get second. I have 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god. And I'll get, oh, sorry. He was supposed to get a defensive guy. Whatever. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all I need is that. Because this card right here. This card right here, I can't do both. I can either do this or that, but I don't need these two. So I'm actually going to save this for the points because I want to buy this thing right here, which will let me go up by 1 for each thing. So, not counting that, I have 4, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means I win, which means I get 1, 2, victory. Yo, I am 1 away. Okay, so now, as far as the little other points here that I have, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. I'm buying it. And when you buy it, you can actually see that this card's effect, when you buy it, you get an influence for each one. So I go up by 1. Each one. I go up here. I go up here. I go up here. I think I need to play full space the next turn, because if I do, I will actually get this and I'll get a point, and that'll bring me up to 10. Yo, if I make this comeback. All right, so no bonus spice. Actually, what am I saying? Bonus spice. And then I'm going to recall everything, and we are going to play the very final turn. Okay, so I move this over to me. It is now my turn. We flip over the last. This is the first time I've ever gone to the last conflict, and it's for 2 victory points. So, oh wait, this ain't the last one. It's the second last one. My mistake. So I draw 5 cards. I go first. 1, 2, 4, 5. I thought this was the last one. It's second last one. It's the battle for Arakeen. Nobody owns it yet, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm glad I got 2 troops. Oh wow, I definitely did that, because I'm going to land right there. I wish I had 6 spice. I would totally buy a whole bunch of troops, but I don't have it. So it's the only really good card that I have. Yeah. Or wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna play this one because I'll show you why. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go to Freeman here. I'm gonna go to the Hardy Warriors and pay a water, because I always have water. Recruit 2 and deploy the rest. So playing you, come into the Freeman, recruiting 2. You guys are immediately going here, and I'm putting the rest in that I have. Oh, and I get $1 for Solari, whatever. Okay, that ends my first turn. I already have 4 troops in there. I think I might win this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That also puts me up by 1. I get a victory point. That puts me at 10. Now, just because I got there, it doesn't mean the game's over. We still have to complete the whole turn, because it's possible Earl could win and he comes up here, and then we have to do a tiebreaker. But for now, I'm in the lead. I also get a water. I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm making this comeback. Oh, okay, let me calm down. So, harvest spice. You would harvest spice, wouldn't you? He goes to here. 1, 2, 3. He already has 4. Now he definitely can't win, because if he wins, he just cashed in. That's still 7 spice. He's at 9. So if he wins, it gets 2. He's gonna pass me. So, but luckily he only has 1 troop in here. Okay, so now we go to Lasso. He goes to skill suit. So now that he has skill suits, he goes up by 1. Aha. He has to pass me in order to take the victory point away from me. I got here first, so I get the point, and I keep it. He gets a water, though. He does get the water. So I gave him his water, because I am fair. But in order for him to get that point from me that I just got, he has to pass me. So, that being said, it is now my turn again. Do I want another point? I think I do. Just to be safe, I want to get another point. I'm going to play power play. I am going to go to fold space. And this card in particular, when you play it, instead of only moving up 1 spot, if it decides to ever get in focus, I gain 2 influence in any one of the spots that I go to. So, rather, I play that, and I'm gonna go to, I went to fold space, I go up by 2, I got another victory point. Yo, I can't believe I'm mounting this comeback. I have 11, and I get an intrigue card. Wait, no I don't. I get 3 Solari. I'm looking over here by accident. I get 3 Solari. Now I have 7 of them. And I get a full space card. Which I don't even really care about, but whatever. It goes in my discard. Okay, so now it is Earl's turn. What does Earl get? He harvests the spice. Good, keep doing that. That's all you're good for. Oh, there's no more. Okay. So what else does he do? Oh, he can't go there because I'm already there. He can't do that. He goes to wealth. Oh, crap. This guy does not quit. He gets... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. What am I saying? Never mind. Disregard. I thought he got 2 of these, which would bring his salary up to, It would bring his salary up to... It would have brought his salary up to 8, and then he would have gotten another point, but we're not counting that. We're only going based on what it says right here, and all it says is that he gains an influence, and that is all he's going to get. He does recruit 2 troops, though. Okay, get rid of that. So now it is Glosso's turn. He goes to Carthag. Crap. He goes to Carthag. He recruits a troop. And he deploys 2. I forgot to return these. Okay, so now it's my turn. Alright, I still have 2 waters, so I think what I'm going to do is play this, my Signet Ring ability, and I'm going to go to... Well, first let me get my water. I'm going to go here. I'm going to pay 2 waters. I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. None of them have any strength abilities except for freaking dagger. That kind of feels like it was useful. But okay. And that was it. That was my last turn. I didn't even realize that. Also, something else. I forgot to replenish that. Okay, so now this is Earl's last turn. Where are you going? Can't go there. He goes to select the breed. And he just gains an influence point. Oh, crap. Oh, boy, he gets a point. He's at 10. Yo, he can't win this. He cannot win this. He can't. He cannot win it. Oh, that would suck. Oh. All right, Glosso, your last turn. Because, I mean, look, if he wins it, he'll go up by 2 and pass me. I can't have him going up, so... Alright, anyways. Glosso, it's your last turn. He goes to rally troops. All he can do is bring 4 to his garrison. So that doesn't matter. What matters is... now. You know what? Glosso could even win, and that wouldn't bother me. I hope Glosso wins. I really do. But anyways, I'm not even going to look at the points. It doesn't even matter. All I'm looking at is my strength here. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. 2. So if I win first, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So if I draw a card for like bonus strength for them, it'll go for him first. So let's draw for him. He gets 1. Let's draw for Glosso. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets the 2 points because all I have is that. I only have 9. I get 2nd place. Glosso gets... Oh, wow. Yo, look how close that is. I mean, I can do this if I want, you know what I mean? If I really want to get an intrigue card and 2 spices or 3 Solari, it doesn't matter. I win. What a close game. Luckily, it didn't go to tiebreakers, but this is the most points I've ever had before. This is the most I've ever had. I've never had higher than 10. So this is incredible. This, I really thought I was going to lose this. I'm so happy I didn't. I'm so happy I caught everything. I'm so happy I shared this with you. It's really good to this being the first time I've ever done this kind of thing, and that it actually works out because I won. And I followed the rules as best I can, and I made it simple to follow with the with the Hegel cards up here. You know, I try to cut out as much as I can for in between rounds and stuff that weren't necessary. So I really hope you enjoyed this, because I enjoyed making it. Maybe I can do something like this again in the future, but I'm not sure, because this took a lot of setting up, not just the game, but the camera and the lights, and I had to set new scenes just so I could zoom in on parts of the board. But I'm glad it all worked out. I'm really looking forward to getting your feedback on this. I do have another board game coming in the mail soon. I don't think it's as this involved, but it's also solo play. So I'm going to have to play it a few times to get used to it. But man, this was really fun. So thank you all to those who came to check out my video for watching my video. I appreciate all the views, notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, take care and God bless.